Okay, I used to be known as somebody, and that somebody's not coming anymore. Mostly because I'm trying to channel Sananda. Sananda was an ascended master, and then he fell, and he became a lord of karma, which is kind of a negative being. It's like lords of discipline or lords of pain, no gain. Well, if you're trying to figure out what Sananda would tell you these days, we used to ask Sananda about like earth changes, and mostly what the Sananda would give us would be sometimes they mention stuff like Atlantis, just mythological places, and he used to say, um, well, pretty much he encouraged people to be frisky with one another and not be afraid to go and shag, because he said that was part of the fun of being in a body. And he would say body like BAWDY, which is the way they used to put, like in the local newspapers when prostitution was still illegal. They used to put um, being found in a body house, BAWDY, not BODY, but that was the same thing, and it just meant it was a house of ill repute, like a whorehouse. Now I'm not sure if prostitution is illegal now or not, because at one point I can remember on the national news they said that Ontario, well, women now could go topless, and good God, that must have been 20 or 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago. And because some girl a woman took it to court, and she won because she liked to ride her bike with no bra. Now, why do we even say no bra? Because a man would just be shirtless. Why don't we just say a topless? No, it's not topless woman. That brings back the 1950s and sleazy ideas about going to strip clubs and paying too much for booze, and people keep looking at their watch, because they got to check to see, because you have to a 3 drink minimum every half an hour. Okay, so then once you're blitzed after you come out of the hook shop, you've got to. That's a place where you might meet hookers. Um, no, I think it's like you go shopping at the madam's house, at the body house, at the warehouse, the best little warehouse in Texas, or usually on the outskirts of town, but it might be and you never know where they're going to have a pop-up tent where there's going to be. Oh, I see, on the beach of Los Angeles they call them the homeless people. They got some videos that show hardly any tents on the beach, other videos where there's not only tents but there's enormous expensive $100,000 motorhomes. They call them the homeless. I call them people on vacation. In any event, we don't have anything more to tell you about anything to do with anything other than that's about all.